That's the very first thing I need to do today. I am in a mood, let me tell you. So, I hate everybody. Absolutely everybody. Except myself and perhaps you out there. I have very good reason for it. I've always hated people. People are consistently disappointing and rude. Anytime you leave your house, you're bound to run into someone, and they're bound to ruin your day, even if it's only for a few moments. If you go to the grocery store, there's a lady with three things in her wagon, but she's still hogging the line and torturing the cashier for some ungodly reason and making you wait 45 minutes. There are the Uber drivers who decide to stop at turning signals, inappropriate places, blocking traffic to let their passengers out, which seems to take an eternity. There is the woman at the nail salon, although that despite there being only 3 people in the nail salon, decides that this is the perfect opportunity to catch up with her long-lost so-and-so and scream her entire life story into the phone for an hour and a half. Because we all are so eager to hear what's happening. People are essentially disappointing, but the people that annoy me the most aren't the strangers on the street or the people that you're passing by or somebody that just puts a kink in your day. I especially hate the people that I know. And by know, I don't mean, know for 30 years, although that comes into play too. How well do we really ever know anyone? We don't, exactly. And I have some essential reasons about why I hate the people that I do know. And here they are. Number 1, please don't ever make plans with me if you already know in your mind that whenever it actually comes to fruition, you're going to say no. I'm a big girl, I'm a big fan of the truth. That's why people don't really particularly care for me half the time. Just say no. No, thank you. I would, but I don't want to. Any of those works better for me than pretending, having multiple conversations going on months, a year, whatever it is, and then bailing. Irks my soul. I too have a life. I too have responsibilities. I too have other things I'd like to do with my time and money. Please spare me the aggravation of this. Secondly, I hate you if you only know my phone number when you need something. I, at 37, had thought I had weeded out all the crazies in my life when it came to friends and such. I have very few friends because I know what that word really means. It's not a number of who's following you and who's watching you, stalking your social media. It has nothing to do with that. If you're not down to be a ride or die, I have no use for you in my life. My cup runneth over. I am tired of pouring into people that don't pour in back to me, even a little bit. I'm not a big fan of the tit for tat. I called you last, you have to call me next. I paid for this, you have to pay for that. But if you're not bringing anything into my life that's positive, I have no time for you, and thus I hate you. I recently lost a friend that I thought was one of those ride or die and had been proven herself. But turns out in the last year or so, when I couldn't do anything that served her purpose and her greater good, ghosted me. I didn't even know it was a thing anymore, but it is. It's a thing. It's, everybody's going to say it's a blessing because now you know and you don't have time for that, and that's all true, but I'm still pissed. And I still hate her. Secondly, I hate you if you think you know who I am, but you don't speak to me in real life and just stalk my social media. We all know that social media, especially Instagram, only highlights the incredibly positive moments of one's life. Trying to paint a picture that shows that your life doesn't have any negative spots, unless it's something funny and you're going to share it. It's nothing that is deep. It is nothing that is profoundly great. It doesn't show any real true elements to the human condition. I hate even having to participate in it, but in order to have a thriving business in this day and age, you have to. And that aggravates me. It makes me hate social media. I always believed Facebook was the ruination of the world. And it makes me hate people that think they know me because they see my posts. They see what I made for dinner last night. They saw when I went on vacation 3 years ago when I posted it Throwback Thursday. And they think that is all that I am. I also hate people that think that they have an actual problem and they don't. Now, we all complain from time to time. I'm complaining right now when I don't have an actual problem. But after a few moments, if you think your biggest problem is what day you have to wash your hair and you know, what kind of car to lease this month or whatever the hell it is, you have some fucking champagne problems and it doesn't count as a problem, actually. Okay? If you are not dealing with death, homelessness, or a health problem, you don't have a problem. Okay? And someone with a chronic illness, it infuriates me all the more. What it takes to manage a life with chronic illness, even on the moments when you're not in pain, is mind-boggling. The insurance, the fucking phone calls, the healthcare system blows. And it's just incredible. And that's when you're not in pain. And sometimes even when you are, because you have no choice but to follow up. It is a full-time fucking job. And I hate it. And I hate the people that don't have to deal with it. And I hate the people that are a part of it making it worse. I'm waiting for a referral right now from my doctor. And the girl at the office is a complete moron. Fights me every time we go through this. I don't know how many times. Their system, it doesn't matter who you call. Their system is always broken. Their computer system, their phones don't work. They don't know how to fucking call you back. Again, with the line. I'll call you as soon as this is done. I'm waiting. 6 months. If you heard anything, no. I have to become a stalker. This is how I got to be aggressive. I was always aggressive a little bit. But if you don't fight for yourself and the things that you need, even small things, sticking up for yourself, it's going to cut you in line. Anything small. You get this way because you never get what you ultimately need. Which brings me back to social media. You think you know my life with chronic illness because you follow me on social media, and occasionally I post that I'm waiting for the fucking rain or whatever, I'm waiting for Botox or whatever it is, but you don't know me. And I guess the truth is you don't care to know me, and I didn't know that. It's upsetting, it's disheartening, it's mostly aggravating. I come from a place of rage. You're not supposed to smell the small stuff, and I don't. And that's just it. I know what it's like to have a real problem, a real fucking serious problem. And even though I'm coming through the other side of it, and even though part of it will always be in my life, I am grateful. I am grateful for everything I've had. I've watched people around me struggle and claw with every fiber of their being to be a part of this world, to have some semblance of health and a life. Some people weren't always so successful, and not because of any fault of their own. And so when I see people wasting their life, it really upsets me. You know, I always had this philosophy that when you go through some kind of tragedy, big or small, that it should change you for the better. It wasn't until a very wise friend of mine pointed out to me some years ago that it doesn't matter what happens to you if you're not willing to be changed for the better for you. It's not an automatic thing, right? And that boggles my mind. How can you know how grateful you are? Like, how can you not know how grateful you are that you were blessed with a miracle? Someone in your life was dying and now they're not, but you still don't pay any attention to them. You know, whatever it is in your life, you've come out the other side. And whether it was a good or a bad result, how are you not more humble? How are you not more compassionate? How are you not more giving? I don't get it. And this wise friend of mine pointed out to me that it has to be in you already. The willingness to change, the compassion, the gratefulness. You have to be in a place of that before whatever happens to you should transform you. I know they say you can't change people, and we all wish we could change someone in our lives. But the person that you have control, of course, of changing is yourself. Think of the things that you've gone through. Think of the things around you that you've seen happen to other people that you care about. And let that change you for the better. Learn from those lessons. Otherwise, I believe we are truly destined to keep learning them over and over again. As someone who has bared witness to other people struggling, and especially through my own struggle, I realize now that it has a greater impact on me than I gave my own personal health journey credit for. I've always believed I've been a compassionate person and just a maternal person and a person that tries to count their blessings. I complain a lot. I swear a lot. But that's all surface level. Deep down, I know how lucky I am. I do. And I say it on a daily basis, and I correct those around me, which really can't stand that. But it is what it is. Yes, we're annoyed. The package I waited 3 weeks for a Christmas present is fucking broken because the moron that delivered it smashed it into 3 pieces between my screen door and my front door. Yes, it's aggravating. But it's just bullshit. Doesn't matter. Ultimately, it doesn't matter. I feel like my friend's personal health journey transformed me more than my own, just because it was a lot to take on. But I'm the kind of person that if you're very close to me and you're going through something, then I'm going through something. I'm a ride or die. Always have been. I never knew how to be a half-assed kind of friend, family member, whatever. I don't get it. Either you're in or you're out. That's how I feel. All or nothing. What is in the middle? That's acquaintance level shit. That's like workplace shit. That's not real. You don't really know me or care. And vice versa. And that's all good. But life's not a cocktail party. Life is hard for anybody. And if you can't have people that you can really lean on and make you better, then what's the point? I'd rather be by myself. And I like being by myself. I'm fantastic. As they say, I'm always talking to myself because sometimes I need an expert. And my chronic health journey has made me an expert in a lot of things. I have no patience for bullshit. Never have, never will. And now that I reflect on the height of my chronic health issues, I really feel like it has made me better. It has strengthened me in ways I didn't ask for. I don't think I needed, but I know I've got this. I can handle almost anything. No, I'm going to take that back. I can handle absolutely everything. I might not care to. I might not certainly want to, but I know I can walk through it. There will be hard moments and breakdowns along the way, but that doesn't mean that I don't have it, that I don't have this. I know that I have it. I just wish the people around me also had my back 100% of the time. Now, anybody that knows me that's going to watch this video is going to assume I'm talking about them. A large part of that is going to be incorrect. But you know who you are if you've done any of the things I've described to you more than once. Everybody's allowed a mistake. People are allowed second chances, but only if they prove themselves. I don't believe in wasting time on people just because of their relationship to you, whatever that title is. You don't get a pass because of a bloodline, because of the extent of time that I've known you, or what I've gone through with you, what I've done for you, what you think you've done for me. It doesn't work that way anymore. I'm done. Now that I finally have a chance to live the life that I've wanted, I can make it a reality, I'm pouring all into myself. And when you have a chronic illness and the pain counts you out and you're only able to pour into yourself because you are only able to focus on moving step by step through your day, the strength that it takes to get to your pill bottle, the strength that it takes to have the bravery to see the right doctor, the strength that it takes to just stay in it until it gets better and hanging on until it gets better. I've got that. It made me a better person. And I hope that it makes you a better person too. So I implore you, if you're having a good day or a bad day, whatever it is, check in on the people around you, but only if you want to. Don't be all over the place. Be in or out with the people that love you and that you love, because life is short and life is precious and life is hard. So that's my 2 cents for today. I hope you are all having a very, very cool day in this summer heat atrociousness. And I will talk to you soon.